At the end of the day, I'm much funnier than Chris D'Elia. I just have a little bit more substance. There's a lot more underneath. You know, there's layers. When you leave a show I'm doing or a conversation like this, you think about your life. You know, you don't just think about like silly things. He's dumb. He's not the brightest. I don't want to say dumb. He's just not educated. I graduated college. He dropped out. You can ask him about that. It was really quick. Not good for kids. So I don't know what you're gonna do with that, NBC. I guess I'll do all the PSAs. But at the end of the day, you know, you got a new guy. Okay, there's a new star. So goodbye, Chris. I would say the advice I would give my own character is to just don't overthink it. Justin is a guy who is a lot of my friends, and at some points me, and I think some points anybody, where it's like sometimes you'll see a girl or you see a guy, and I feel like you get in your head a little bit too much, and you build like somebody up to be something like way bigger than it needs to be, and just don't overthink it. Make the move, get turned down. If you really think about it, like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You go home, you YouTube some sad stuff. Well, the great thing about this, I think, from like Bill Lawrence and Adam, who created the show, is they're really, and I think this is the best way to ever come up with a good joke, is they're really about like figuring out the story first. And when you have this storyline first, then it's that the joke part becomes easier and easier because like the intentions of the jokes are fun. So once we have that story and then we're doing the scenes, that's the best night. Show night is the best because it's like you get a nice live audience, and we'll do one take of the stuff we've been doing all week, and then Bill will come out of the shadows, or Adam, and they'll throw us a new line or a new joke, and we're like, that's funny, and they'll just think of it on the spot, so we get to like put that in there, and then they'll let us play. Like I said before, there'll be times I never know what Chris is gonna do, and then he'll do something, I'll just react to it, and with something that I didn't know I was gonna do, and then he'll come back with something that I didn't know he was gonna do, and then Ron the same thing, and David, like everybody's having more fun doing it, and I think the crowd is aware of that, and because we get excited about it, it just makes it so much fun. I never thought doing stand-up that I would actually be like starring in an NBC sitcom. Like we all grew up watching NBC sitcoms, Friends, Frasier, Seinfeld. I mean, this was the mecca. Cheers. And you never think you're gonna be in one. I just assumed I could do stand-up and like not have to work behind a desk, you know, and eventually like I'll just go play horrible gigs out of town or something. But to be in one, somebody like Bill Lawrence to give me a chance just based off my stand-up, really. He was like, you know, you're funny and I want to give you this chance. I was like, well, I'm a PA at Conan right now, so I gotta ask them. But we'll see if I can do it. That was the basic conversation that I had. So this is crazy. It's insane to me.